Hi everyone, welcome to another Tips on Tuesday. This week we're going to be discussing low pack volume canopies and what that actually means. We've got a practical example for you looking specifically at low pack volume reserves. So sit back, enjoy. So recently we've had a customer who was looking to upsize their reserve canopy. The problem they had was their current gear has a low pack volume reserve canopy in a container made to take that size of canopy. Now their current setup has a PD Optimum 143 reserve, which is well known for its low pack volume qualities. But what does that actually mean? So according to the manufacturer, this type of reserve is made from a 30 denier low permeability fabric. Great, what does that mean? Well, what that means is that's the type of fabric that they're using, and the 30 denier bit refers to the fineness of the actual material itself. Now, in reality, what that means is that compared to the material they use in their other canopies, including their other reserves, this material has a lower bulk per square metre than the other canopies and the materials they use. So therefore, as a manufacturer, what they're saying is this canopy packs up smaller than a similar size canopy from their product range. What it doesn't mean is that this canopy packs up smaller than other manufacturers' canopies. And that's a bit that you need to be aware of. So some time ago, the Parachute Industries Association, to try and help matters, came up with a standardized test that all manufacturers now use to measure the pack volume of their canopies. This is known as Technical Standard 104 and involves actually compressing the canopy in a cylindrical drum with a specific weight to try and push as much of the air out of the canopy as possible and get to the final volume. Now, you're unlikely to find the Technical Standard 104 chart on any of the manufacturers' websites. And there's a good reason for that, and that's because factors in the real world tend to affect the pack volumes, and what's been found is that those charts slightly overestimate the actual pack volume that the canopy will fold down into. So the only real way is to actually take the canopy and pack it and compare to see if it will fit into the bag. Now the deployment bags are always built and designed to fit the container, not the canopy. So if the canopy will fit neatly and compatibly into the deployment bag, then you know that it's suitable and compatible for that container. So to meet the customer's needs, we recommended a Speed 170 reserve by Paratech. Now the Paratech uses a very special low bulk material that is made specifically for them and is not available to any other manufacturer. Now 143 square foot compared to 170 square foot is quite a big difference. But looking at the TS104 chart, it actually shows that the Speed 170 packs up slightly smaller than an Optimum 143. And in fact, the 190 is only slightly larger. So let's put that to the test. So there we have it. No special tricks, no special tools, no special packing techniques. Standard pack job, the same way as I pack any reserve. But as you can see from the video, there's 170 Speed from Paratech actually packed up slightly smaller than the Optimum 143. So I mentioned earlier about the special fabric that Paratech used to produce their Speed reserves. And looking at it a little bit closer, you can see it doesn't actually look quite like the other types of nylon that you'll find in other manufacturers' canopies. That's because it's a very specific chemical recipe that they developed and that they have proprietary rights over, and it's only produced by one manufacturer in the world specifically for Paratech. So that's it for another week. Hopefully you found that useful and you've learned something. Just remember, when you're shopping around for a low pack volume or low bulk canopy, whether that's a main or a reserve, the low pack volume part only ever refers to a comparison between that canopy and the same manufacturer's other canopy range. Different manufacturers will have different types of low pack volume and different methods of achieving that. So if you need more advice, feel free to get in touch. Thanks for watching.